All right, today we're going to dive into a really powerful story. It's all about memory, identity, and these incredible second chances that life can throw at you. And it's all told through the eyes of a dog.
So let's just jump right in with the big question at the heart of this whole thing. What if your dog wasn't just learning tricks, but was actually remembering a life they lived before? A life as a person? Well, that's the world we're stepping into with Fluke.
Our story kicks off not with a man, but with a puppy. A puppy who's haunted by these strange, fragmented memories and feelings that just don't belong in his little furry body. Right from the get-go, this puppy just knows something's off. He's plagued by these flashes of a whole other existence, a human life. And this powerful, confusing instinct is what drives him to escape the pound and start this journey to find answers, even though he doesn't even know what question he's asking it. He ends up getting his name from a kind, elderly homeless woman named Bella, who takes him in. She calls him Fluke, which, honestly, is the perfect name, because his entire existence is this incredible, unlikely fluke of nature. Well, sadly, Bella passes away, and Fluke is all alone again. He has to learn how to survive the really harsh realities of life on the streets, and it's here that he forms a bond that is going to completely change his understanding of everything.
This is where he meets Roombo, a savvy, streetwise dog who kind of becomes his best friend and teaches him the ropes. But their friendship is tragically cut short. After they get captured for animal testing, they make this daring escape, but in the process, Roombo gets shot.
And then in Rumbo's final moments, something absolutely incredible happens. He reveals that he too was once a man, a sailor who just wishes he could smell the sea one last time. This is a total bombshell for Fluke. It's confirmation. He isn't crazy, and he's not alone. So, with Rumbo's revelation just echoing in his mind, Fluke's own human memories start to crystallize, and this leads him to a jaw-dropping discovery about who he used to be. And just like that, all those confusing flashes, all those dreams, they finally click into place. He was Thomas P. Johnson, a workaholic businessman who died in a car crash. And with that realization, a brand new purpose just ignites inside him. He has to find his family. He has to find his wife Carol and his son Brian. And this is where the real heart of the story, the big irony, comes in. As Thomas the man, he was emotionally distant, always putting work first. But as Fluke the dog, he finally learns how to be the present, loving, loyal companion he never was as a human. It's like by losing his human form, he's able to find his humanity. But, just as he's starting to find his place in this second chance, his fragmented human memories, well, they begin to twist the truth, and they lead him down a really dark and dangerous path. You can almost see the flawed logic unfolding in his mind, right? 1, I died in a car crash. 2, my business partner Jeff was in that car with me. 3, now Jeff is with my wife. So conclusion, Jeff must have killed me. It's a tragic misunderstanding, fueled by a dog's protective instinct and a human's jealousy. And so, completely consumed by this rage and this wrong idea, Fluke does the one thing he can't take back. He viciously attacks Jeff. And in an instant, that fragile piece he's found is just shattered. He's no longer the family pet. He's a dangerous animal, and he's forced to run from the very people he fought so hard to find. So now he's hiding in Jeff's car, just simmering with rage, and he decides to give Jeff a little taste of his own medicine. But he has no idea that this one act of revenge is about to unlock the final, shocking truth of what really happened that night. As Fluke causes Jeff's car to swerve and crash, the sound of screeching tires and shattering glass just breaks a dam in his memory. It all comes flooding back. He sees himself as Thomas, locked in this furious argument with Jeff. He's right back there in that car, seeing it all through his own eyes again, blinded by his own anger, recklessly swerving into the oncoming lane just to make a point, just to intimidate Jeff. And then the headlights. A massive truck, just appearing out of the dark, with absolutely no time to react. And that's it. The horrible, devastating truth just hits him like a ton of bricks. Jeff didn't kill him. Jeff had been trying to get him to slow down, to be safe. Thomas P. Johnson died because of his own reckless anger. It was his fault. Crushed by this realization, Fluke's first instinct isn't revenge anymore. It's redemption. He finds out his son Brian is missing,
and he tracks him down to a freezing cemetery where he's gotten himself locked in. In this beautiful, selfless act, Fluke huddles with the boy, sharing his own body heat and saving his life.
When his wife Carol finally arrives, Fluke knows he can't stay, but he has to give her one last gift, a sign. He starts digging frantically in the snow at the base of his own tombstone, and he uncovers a single word he always used to say to her, forever. And in that one moment, she looks at him, and she knows. With the truth out and his family safe, Fluke finally gets it. He can't get his old life back, but he can finally, truly accept the one he has now.
And this is just this profound, quiet moment of acceptance. He sees that Jeff is a good man, that his family will be cared for. And with a heavy heart but a peaceful soul, he leaves them behind, embracing his life not as a man who was lost, but as a dog who was found.
And this whole idea, reincarnation, it's really the engine driving the entire story. The belief that a soul can come back, that it can learn, that it can find redemption in a new form. And this is all illustrated perfectly in one final, surprising little meeting. Sometime later, Fluke is just resting under a tree when a squirrel comes chattering down to him. And you guessed it, it's his old friend Rumbo, reincarnated once again. They're reunited, just two old souls in new bodies, continuing their journey. And it really leaves us with a final thought. What's truly important? And if you ever got a second chance, what would you do differently?